The Stony Brook University Seawolves take on the University of Delaware Blue Hens in an ACHA Division I matchup. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. We're going to try to go through this segment here and then take another break before we go to the players on the...
You got it.
And welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Andy Mignani along with Andy Seekoff, Trevor Mignani behind the controls. And tonight and tomorrow, the 7th-ranked Stony Brook Seawolves will skate against the number 14th-ranked University of Delaware Blue Hens. These two teams played against each other in Delaware just before the holiday break, and the Seawolves took both games 5-1 and 2-0. Andy, tonight, the Hens come into tonight's game after splitting 2 games with West Virginia last weekend, winning 3-2 and losing 3-2. Two close games. The Seawolves come into tonight after splitting last weekend against Liberty, losing the first game 7-3 and winning the second game 3-2. The Blues' record this year so far is 11 wins and 7 losses, 2 of those losses in shootouts. And the Seawolves come into tonight's game with a record of 18 wins and 4 losses. The Seawolves will need to come out strong tonight because, as we'll find out, the Hens come in here playing good on the road.
Yeah, they're a great road team, 7-3 on the road, and they've only let up 19 goals on the road.
All right. We're going to take another quick short break. The teams are on the ice. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back and give you the player stats and team stats. Thanks for watching Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Thanks for joining us again. And tonight we're going to go over the Stony Brook Seawolves first. Overall record for the Seawolves at 18 wins and 4 losses. Total goals for, 113 goals for, 45 goals against. That's a 5.1 goals for average for and a goals against of 2. Not too shabby.
That's incredibly impressive, and that's going to be highlighted with strong goaltending play by Derek Williams and Brendan Jones.
All right, we'll talk a little bit about Delaware. Their overall record of 11 wins, 7 losses. They've got 2 shootout losses along with that. So their goals for is 66 for, 46 against, 3.6 goals against for on the average, and 2.5 goals against. Talk quickly about their home and away record. 5 wins and 3 losses at home, 6 wins, 2 losses on the road. Their on the road goal percentage is 37 for, 19 against. That's a 4.1 goals for average and a 2.1 against. That's very good for a team that's sitting 14th ranked in the nation.
And that's all. Like we were talking about Derek Williams before. That's their strong play. They go as far as their goalie. Dylan Troiano takes them.
All right, do a little player spotlight now. Let's talk about the Stony Brook Seawolves. We're going to look at number 13, Ryan Kotkamp. And Ryan has played 19 games for the Seawolves. He's got 15 goals, 18 assists for a total of 33 points, 6 power play goals, 17 penalty minutes, and a game winner. Ryan was kept off the score sheet, only an assist last weekend against Liberty, so they were on him. Did not give him much room. Hopefully tonight he'll get some open ice. Also, number 23, Vincent Lopes. In 20 games, Lopes has 16 goals, 14 assists for 30 points. He's got a power play goal. He's got a shorthanded goal, 18 minutes and penalties, and 5 game winners. Next for Stony Brook is number 11, Nick Barbera. In 16 games played, Nick has 8 goals, 18 assists for 26 points, 3 power play goals, a shorthander, 12 minutes and penalties, and 3 game winners. Tonight for the Seawolves, the net will be number 33. Last week he was ranked number 1 in the nation. That's Derek Willems. In 10 games, Willems has got a 9-1 record. He's got 4 shutouts. His goals against average is 1.10 at a .957 save percentage. He's unbelievable for the Seawolves. Backing him up will be Brendan Jones. Brendan's got 10 games. In 10 games, 7 wins, 3 losses, and he's got a 3.22 goals against and a .912 save percentage. So the tandem for the Seawolves is solid, and Williams will get the start tonight. This is the Delaware players. Take us through Delaware.
All right. Well, the big one is Cole Zucker, number 28. 18 games played, 13 goals, 12 assists for 25 points, 4 power play goals, 8 penalty minutes. Then you got Maxwell Freeman, who plays on defense. 9 goals, 11 assists in 18 games with 3 power play goals, 5 game winners. So from the point, he's lethal.
I think he plays forward and D, depending on their situation, yeah.
And then you have John Redgate, 6 goals and 14 assists for 20 points.
Number 12, John Redgate, yeah.
Right, sorry.
Returning player, yeah.
And looking at the rest of their roster, this is a very top-heavy team. After that, the scoring drops considerably.
In net tonight will be Troiano.
Troiano's going to start with a 6-2 record, 2 shutouts, a 1.48 goals against, and a .946 save percentage.
Yeah, and then we remember Troiano. The Delaware Blue Hens came in hand last year for the playoffs. Stony Brook wound up winning the playoffs for their division, but Troiano played very well during the season series as well as the playoffs. So we expect a good game tonight. One of the things is the Blue Hens are in transition. They've lost some big players that have moved on, graduated. Zezut comes to mind. Volanino comes to mind. These are players that have got Delaware to the Nationals, and right now they're a little bit of a rebuilding as they have a new coach now, new coaching staff, and trying to rebuild it. So we'll be talking with the head coach after the first period, right?
Yep. But we can, you talk about players leaving and going through a transition. Every team really does that. I mean, we talked at the beginning of the season how Stony Brook had to transition from losing Cassano and Hawkins, and they had to replace what they left behind.
Absolutely. Starting lineups tonight will include for the Seawolves. They'll start with Joe Bokikia, number 94, number 23, Finn Lopes, and number 11, Nick Barbera. That'll be the center and wingers. On defense will be number 44, Chris Joseph, number 5, Dalton Gilbert. In net will be number 33, Wilms. Starting lineup for Delaware.
All right, you have Cole Zucker, you have Ryan Pate and Leo Skehan at your forward line, Guerreri and Braun at defense, and Troiano through the pipes.
All right, looks like we're going to have a good one tonight. Our referees are going to be A.J. Brown's our ref. Linesmen are Nick Cahill and McCutcheon will be our second linesmen. So the teams are still warming up on the ice. We've gotten through some of our stats. We appreciate you tuning in and catching Seawolves Hockey Live. For those of you who have not watched us before, we do our best to give you a kind of like an HD version of what you might watch on on the internet. So we hope that you'll enjoy the picture and the sound that you'll get. And tune in. Puck will drop a little earlier tonight, probably by 5 minutes or so, maybe 8:25. We got on the ice for the warm-up a little earlier. So we'll take a short break, and then we'll be back for the start of the start of the game. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and we'll be back. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Andy Mignani along with Andy Sukoff, and we are just moments away from the drop of the puck, Andy. We've got the Ice Girls on the ice. Crowd starting to fill in here. Looks like it's going to be a good crowd down here tonight for the Seawolves.
And it should be. This is a game between number 7 and number 14. Big game, just like last weekend when number 11 was in town. These are big games for both teams, and Stony Brook needs these 2 wins to get themselves up in the rankings.
Absolutely. And I noticed that we had a couple of scratches in tonight's game. I didn't see JT Hall on the list today for players, but he was on the ice skating. I did talk to Kavanaugh, defenseman who came back from injury and injured himself last week against Liberty again with an upper body, but he's feeling better. He hopes to be in the lineup tomorrow. So he's chomping to get back in because he wants to get his timing down, his feet down, his stick work down, and get everything ready, before the team starts taking on, the run for the Nationals. So right. It's important that he gets on the ice. So, but like I said, you've been out this long. Make sure you're ready. You don't want to get on there and have another injury.
Right. You got to get your game legs back. You got to get back into game shape. He's played 1 game this season because he had the injury before the season started, and then to hurt himself in your first game back.
And a tough game to come back in, too.
Liberty is a tough game for anybody to come back. Yeah. And not only was he coming back from injury, you had Kevin Barry coming back from injury, and Andrew Bowser-Fury as well.
A lot of teams have suffered injuries this year. It's all part of the depth. That's why coaches have to recruit well. And, they have rosters of 23. Some have rosters of 26. So you have players that need to step up, next man up, and you go at it. So tonight's going to be a pretty interesting game. Delaware always plays a solid game. And even though the coaching staff is new, the team is new, we're going to see a good game here tonight. Seawolves need to realize that, like I had said earlier, Delaware plays well on the road.
Yeah, this is like we mentioned in the pregame, this solid road team. They give them very few goals on the road. So that's going to be something that Stony Brook has to be aware of and strike early if they can. Yeah.
And you'll be having that first end of period interview with
Coach Romanella.
Coach Romanella, at the end. So you'll talk to him a little bit, get a feel for him. On the end of the game, the coaches are on the bench now. I don't know if both his assistants are with him tonight or just one, but Romanella is on the bench there. As the lights go down, they dim down for the Stony Brook Seawolves. We'll send it down ice side and watch the Stony Brook Seawolves come onto the ice.
How's it going?
All right, we got Jesse Little will be with us tonight on the camera. Appreciate Jesse coming in and helping us out. And the Stony Brook Seawolves are all on the ice. The lights are back on. And the Blue Hens are on the ice, so we'll be calling them the Blue Hens or the Hens. And the Seawolves will be the Stony Brook. We call them Seawolves most of the time. So our referee tonight is A.J. Brown, and linesman Nick Cahill and Tom McCutcheon will be on the lines. And in nets for the teams will be Troiano for Delaware and Wilms for Stony Brook. We'll send it down to P.A. Nesser for the lineups.
Here on the starting line for tonight's game between the University of Delaware and the Stony Brook Seawolves. For the University of Delaware, on defense, number 13, Alex Berry. Number 2, Steve Braun. The left winger, number 4, Leo Skian. The right winger, number 14, Ryan Pate. The center, number 28, Cole Zucker. And in goal, number 1, Dylan Trio. And here is the starting lineup for the Stony Brook Seawolves. On defense, number 44, Chris Joseph. His partner, number 5, Dalton Gilbert. On left wing, number 11, Nick Barbera. The right winger, number 23, Vinny Lopes. The center, number 94, Joe Raticcio.
Don't blame her, I know it's yours.
And in goal, number 33, Derek Williams.
I can think of a lot of things better to do on Saturday night.
All right.
At this time, we ask everyone to rise for the playing of our national.
All right, we're going to go to a short break, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Stony Brook Seawolves versus the University of Delaware Blue Hens in an ACHA Division I matchup. This is a divisional game, as both teams are in the same division, ECHL division.
And these are the games that are always the biggest ones on the schedule. Conference games mean so much more for a team like Stony Brook, where those conference wins are going to look better in the computer rankings.
All right, get the tunes cranking. We're getting ready to go here as teams work their way out into the ice. Stony Brook players getting their helmets on. Starting lineups for Delaware will be
It's going to be Skihan, Kate, Zucker on forward, Guerrero and Braun defense, and Troiano between the pipes.
And Stony Brook Seawolves will counter with Bokikio, Lopes, Barbera, Joseph, and Gilbert with Wilms behind the pipes. A lot of people call him Williams, but we know it's Derek Wilms.
And Wilms going to have to have another big game here tonight so that Stony Brook can get over that.
All right, drop the puck. Here we go. Face-off won by Delaware. Controlled by Braun. Up through the middle to Zucker. Over to shot right on off the blocker by Skian. Quick start for Delaware. Down low with the puck is Delaware behind the net. Back to the point. Taken away by the Seawolves. Now back into possession of Delaware. They just dump in and go for a change. Picked up by Barbera. Nick Barbera trying to dump in. Joseph will dump in, but his dump in gets deflected into the bench area. Face-off will be in the neutral zone. Seawolves go for a change, and they'll come out with Satola.
Should be Satola, Kotkamp.
Yeah, Kotkamp and
Underhill.
Underhill, along with Balsafuri and Sherding. All right, picked up by Balsafuri, dumps all the way in. Behind the net. Satola in the forecheck. Coming hard is Kotkamp. Missed the puck, though. Coming through the neutral zone is Redgate. Redgate to DeAngelis and off his stick. Back to the point. Fired back in by Ustaski. Picked up by Underhill. Makes a move behind his net and over to Sherding. Trying to get it up the wall. And good defensive play by Delaware, keeping that puck in. Shot from the point. Blocker up into the netting by Wilms.
Smart play there by Wilms. Just knock the puck out of play. Get a whistle. Get a fresh line out there.
Yeah, Seawolves are starting a little slow, and Delaware's coming out just like I thought they would. Trying to catch Stony Brook a little on the slow side right now. Face off to the right of Wilms. This is Santucci on the draw. It's a win by the Seawolves. This is Barry controlling over to his partner, Miano. Miano can't handle the pass, so it goes around back behind the net to Barry. Fires around the wall. And Kotkamp trying to make a play as defender fell down. Now picking the puck up is Underhill, breaking in, coming in, fires, and it's off number 23, Ustaski's foot into the corner, back behind the net. Satola to Kotkamp. Kotkamp trying to get a shot. Nothing doing. Good defensive play there by Brancaccio. Now Underhill fires wide. Miano keeping for the Seawolves at the point. Keeps it in, fires to the net. Oh, deflected and almost caught the corner of the net. Troiano had to be sharp on that one.
Man, these Stony Brook deflections are getting dangerously close to the net. We saw the one off Ustaski almost get on net as well.
That shot all the way by Barry went right on and block it to the corner. Now in the neutral zone, puck picked up by Lizaldi, and it's in his feet and he doesn't know where it is. Dangerous play there, trying to find the puck, and he's got a blue hen coming at him at 100 miles an hour. Back into the Seawolves zone. This is Coppola. Coppola bangs it down to the neutral zone. Picked up by Lizaldi and lost it. This play in the neutral zone is getting a little scrappy. Back behind the net, Wilms will firing around Mrs. Gilbert. And Redgate tried to get it back out in front from behind the net. This is Gilbert for the Seawolves. Good pressure here by the Blue Hens early in the game, putting that forecheck pressure on the Seawolves.
And early on, especially in the neutral zone, they're playing much better towards the loose pucks. They're getting the edge on Stony Brook, and Stony Brook's got to get a little bit quicker towards those pucks, cut off those angles to keep Delaware off the puck.
All right, this is Zucker on the draw against Gervaisi. As Stony Brook's out there with the fourth line against the first line for Delaware. Fired in cross corner. Shirting picks it up for the Seawolves, fires it over to Miller. Miller will pass, try to get it up. That was out of the zone and brought back in by Zucker, so it's offsides. It'll come outside the Stony Brook zone for a face-off.
Good clearing attempt by Stony Brook. Got it just past the stick of Zucker where he couldn't bring it onside.
Vasey on the draw against Zucker. Modio jousting with Pate. And this puck is fired off the wall. Picked up by the Seawolves and out of the zone. Fired back behind the Seawolves zone. Picked up by Shirting. At the wall to Amodio. Back to Shirting, back to Amodio. Trying to get a breakout going here, but they're getting really hemmed in by and now we have a penalty coming up on the Seawolves, as right now Delaware is bringing their game. The Seawolves are a little flat foot, step behind.
And we saw this last week against Liberty. A lot of miscommunication, a lot of turnovers in their defensive zone. And Delaware has been able to get to those turnovers and get some quality chances in front. Luckily, the defense hasn't broken.
Now the Seawolves will have to kill off a 2-minute penalty, and coaches are starting to talk to the players a little bit, trying to get a little settled down there. Face up to the right of Wilms. On the draw is DeAngelis for Delaware, back to the point. And it's picked up by Braun. Braun trying to walk in around Barry. He does. Out in front, wide open. There's a rebound is saved by Wilms. Puck is loose out in front, still loose. They battle for it, fires over the top of the net. Now the net's off the moorings, and we'll have a face-off. Wilms doing a good job keeping the Seawolves in the game here early on, as the Seawolves are just...
And the Seawolves got a little bit saved by the whistle there, as that puck was starting to get dangerously close. Wilms able to continue to sprawl out and make those saves, but the Stony Brook defense has to get stronger in front of him and clear those pucks away from the slot.
Yeah, Stasky's taking the draw. He's a transfer, D3 transfer. So, he's played at that level of hockey. So, Seawolves have their own D3 player, but they have a couple on this team for Delaware. Chasing after it now is Skian, going back with Lopes and matching Lopes' speed on that play. Everybody knows Vin Lopes. When he gets on the ice, you got to be aware of his speed. This is Skian skating in. Shot! Blocked away by Wilms. Big hit by Gilbert on the wall. Puck pops up. Here comes Lopes. He may have a 3-on-1. Here comes Lopes. Trying to get it across to Joseph. Now deflected off the stick, picked up by Barbera, and he was trying to get it to Lopes. Joseph had vacated the zone. Seawolves got 1:05 left to go in the man and killing the power play. As Delaware goes for a full change.
Stony Brook being effective so far on the penalty
Zucker
kill.
coming down right wing with speed. Sets up. Back to Redgate. Zucker bottoms out, falls down. The puck gets fired all the way down by Joseph. Back to get it is Brancacchio. Brancacchio carries up. In the neutral zone. Pass off the stick of Santucci. Back into the neutral zone. Picked up and dumped deeper by Guerrero. Delaware controlling back behind the net. This is Freeman now. Freeman. Oh, good play by Miano using that back check stick to deflect that pass away. Kottkamp trying to get it past Guerrero. All even up now as the Seawolves did a good job defending that play, that power play. Guerrero, that's actually Lizaldi going in hard for the Seawolves. Up the wall, Miller tries to keep it in. Puck comes out of the zone. Lizaldi over to Brewster. Seawolves need to put some pressure on in the zone here. Not had much zone time.
Means they got to get into the zone
Lizaldi
first.
coming to the net hard, and Brewster deflecting it over the top. Barry in deep, and he loses possession. Pops out into the neutral zone. Coppola backing Barry up. Fires it over to Miller. Miller fires it all the way into the cross corner, but knocked down by the stick by Guerrero. Probably avoided an icing. Coppola now picks the puck up and keeps it in, trying to get it down lower. Seawolves still not putting any passes together right now. All the way down to the Seawolves zone, picked up by Joseph. Joseph with speed through the neutral zone, slides a pass, just missed by Lopes. Coming up hard is Gilbert. And he'll just fire in. Seawolves will go for a change.
And so far in this game, we're about almost 7 minutes in, and it's been a game of going one step too far for Stony Brook. Either one step too far, the puck, or the pass goes a little bit too far, and that's got to be something they work on quickly.
The Seawolves almost had a penalty there on Delaware. This is Lopes coming down left wing. He's got Okiki with him. Lopes fires a shot right on. Troiano gobbles it up. 13:01 left to go in the first period. We got no score. Stony Brook University Seawolves versus University of Delaware Blue Hens.
We're going to look at that last rush here. Lopes takes the shot. As he had Bakikio behind him, Lopes opted for the shot. Troiano coming in with a 1.48 goals against with nobody in front of him. That's going to be a save he makes 9 times out of 10.
Need to make that drop pass and get in front of him and try to get a rebound. But Barbera down low, trying to keep that puck in. Doing a good job as Delaware, getting that puck out. Okikio taps in. Barbera in on the forecheck up against Braun. Fires it back behind the net to Ustaski. And Ustaski could not get it out. This is Bokikio. Nice pass to Barbera. Trying to get that. Oh, nice save by Troiano.
Troiano got a little far out of his crease, was able to
Defended well by Delaware. And now the net's off the moorings, so we'll have a face-off in the Delaware zone.
This has been the first time we've seen in this game Stony Brook gets some kind of sustained pressure on Troiano. The first 7 minutes were dictated by Delaware's ability to control the puck.
Yep. And again, this is not the first time we've seen this. Seawolves start off slow, and other teams come, and their goaltender for the Seawolves bails them out. Face off to the left, Troiano. Satola on the draw. Wins it back across to Miano. Fires a shot down low to block a save by Troiano. The Seawolves will start to put more pressure on as the game goes. They need to get pucks to the net. Again, Troiano's save percentage just goes to show you that he is good. He is a good goalie. Satola got hooked there, no call, and a referee was watching the play there. Back to Satola, and he's trying to get it over to Underhill, but he couldn't get it there. Joseph with a big hit. Underhill going to keep that puck in close, outside the zone, squirts out. Picked up here by the Seawolves. Good play by Ryan Kottkamp, covering back for Joseph. This is Kottkamp now, controls it. Satola picks it up behind the net and skates up through the neutral zone. And he'll circle back. Nothing open there. Pass to Kottkamp down right wing. Finds Underhill off his stick into the corner. Guerrero and Underhill go at it. Now Guerrero's going to go for a hold and pulling down Underhill. So the Seawolves will go on their first power play. 11:23 left to go in the first period. No score. Stony Brook Seawolves will be on their first power play for tonight.
And this is going to be a big power play. They get the faceoff down in the Delaware zone. We saw last week on the power play they kind of struggled to get into the offensive zone because Liberty was constantly suffocating them at the blue line. This is where they got to make it happen.
Face-off won by Delaware. And again, if you're not able to keep the face-offs in the zone, you lose valuable time on a power play. And got to win those draws when they count. Here we are down now. This is 15 seconds in the zone. Coming down left wing is Boquicchio, setting up, coming down with speed around the net, all the way around to Barbera, who was able to keep it in. Down low is Brewster, using his size, keep that puck in. No look pass on Lopes. Brewster looking for Lopes on the give and go. Back to the point to Sherding. Sherding over to Barbera, fakes the shot. Now back to Sherding. Sherding puts it on, scores! Frank Sherding, high-rising wrist shot. He kind of first faked the shot, then took it, and I think that may have had Troiano off balance just a tad, and it did beat him over the top right shoulder.
I was just about to comment that Barbera, we're going to look at the replay here.
27-23.
There's the replay, yeah.
Sherding with that shot.
And you watch Sherding, he did, if we can see that again, you'll see he just kind of like almost does a double take on the shot, and it's just enough to take Troiano, just takes Troiano's his sight a little bit away, and then maybe a screen helped. So Stony Brook, with not a lot of, we'll say dominant play here, takes the early lead. Coming in hard is Delaware, as they've been bringing it all period, but the Seawolves take advantage of the power play and score. Line shoot, block a save by Wilms up to the neutral zone. Pucks are skidding off sticks here. No reason for that. Picked up by Balzafury by the Seawolves coming through the neutral zone. Oh, actually made a pass. This is now another pass. Good job, get the puck in deep. In to get it is Gervaisi. Avoids the check of Skian. Stony Brook picking up their game a little bit here with that goal. Coming harder on the forecheck.
Any power play goal is a confidence booster, and you're seeing it now on the ice. They're playing with a little more bounce in their step after taking the lead and getting that goal.
All right, Pate dumps in. Delaware goes for a change, picked up by Sherding. And he'll hold behind the net. Fires it up the wall to Haney. Haney's in the lineup because JT Hall is out. JT Miller's a Ranger. Oh, is good shot there by Lazzali, picking up the bad pass coming up from Guerrero. The errant pass, I should say. It was a good pass, but it was errant. It was supposed to go to his guy, not ours. Back to the point. Miller dumps in. Now he loses it. Picked up by Mullen through the neutral zone. And he's pushed off by Brewster. Mullen picks it back up. Fires. Shot. Saved by Wilms with the glove.
Wilms was cool under pressure there. We're gonna look at it again here.
Yeah, we'll watch this play. Guerrero's looking for his guy. He's bouncing it off the wall, but
and it goes past the stick of Mullen.
Yeah.
And Stony Brook gets another opportunity.
Yeah, Mullen was kind of stuck on the wall, and that puck bounced off the wall a little harder than I thought Guerrero probably thought it would come. So, turnover and the shot by Lazzaldi, but the save by Troiano. Up the wall comes past Brewster to the neutral zone, fired back in by Penner. And picked up by Barry. Barry up to Lazzaldi, back to Barry. I like the breakout changes that the Seawolves have brought in, not coming with the standard breakout.
They've adjusted their game plan, like we didn't really see last week in Liberty until the very end of the game.
This will be an icing as that puck goes past Redgate, unable to beat Barry to the hash mark. You know, that's that hybrid icing, folks, that they've actually installed in the NHL now, and it's a good thing.
Redgate might have actually had a legitimate claim because he was closing in on the puck on the near side, where Barry came a little close, was going far side. He would have had a bit worse angle. It could go either way.
Yeah, it's all a judgment call. All right, face off to the right of Troiano. Sotolo on the draw for the Seawolves. Back to Scott Kent. Ooh, squizzes it wide off the right by the right post. And through the neutral zone, turnover. Picked up by Sotolo. Back to Joseph. Like to see Ryan Kotkamp get something going tonight.
Yes, but you don't want to see him also pressing. If he keeps shooting wide and keeps trying to force the bad shot, that's what's going to happen.
It was a screen shot. He had to take it. Picked up by Satola. Back to Miano with the point. Back to Kotkamp. Kotkamp to Satola. Back to Kotkamp. Kotkamp controls the puck on the wall. Keeping that puck deep. Working it down low. Now Underhill. And Satola working that puck behind the net. Up the wall. Through the neutral zone. Picked up by Joseph. And he'll get it to Satola. Satola back to Kotkamp. Kotkamp's knocked right down off the puck on a good open ice body check by Margolis. There's a shot that deflects wide to the corner. Fired all the way around the wall. Going for a change is Delaware. Miano will get to it. He'll hoist it to Satola. Satola avoids a big check coming right at him.
A smart play to just stop, get out of the way, dump the puck, get a change, get a fresh line out there.
Absolutely. Coming through the neutral zone, dumping it in. It's Bastone for Delaware. Back behind the Seawolves net. Out in front. Pushed away by Sherding. Good defensive play.
Sherding playing very smart out there, keeping the puck out of the slot, away from Wilms. And he's having a very strong game here in the first period.
Bowser Fury to Barbera down left wing. Barbera coming in strong on left wing. Trying to find an opening, trying to wrap around. Fires high, shot saved by Beltoriano. Another shot. Oh, and knocked down by, great save there by Kelowna, who was standing in the crease and made the save because Toriano was nowhere near the puck.
Well, your defensemen are sometimes your best friends out there, especially when they come up with saves like this one, which you're going to watch again.
Yeah, that's true.
Bowser Fury gets the initial shot, and Toriano makes the save, and Kelowna is sitting right there. It deflected off of.
Literally would have went in the net. Now, I'm just wondering if there would have been a goal because the net was off the mooring. So the net came off the mooring afterwards. All right, face-off to the left of Toriano. Spokikio on the draw for the Seawolves against Zucker, and they're both tossed. Nope, they're back in. Goalie Toriano's having a conversation with the referee, Brown, probably talking about maybe what happened on that play. All right, here we go. Face-off to the left of Toriano. Won by Delaware. Set play, run that puck up the wall on the face-off win, and picked up by Bowser Fury for the Seawolves. Well, Kikio not able to get to the puck and picked up by Delaware, coming hard to the net with two guys, and they score. And again, let's go back and look at that play because it's a harmless neutral zone play that happens in the neutral zone, and we'll watch it. Actually, if we can get it a little bit before that. Here's this puck comes up the wall, and right there, a play should be made there.
No
28-14.
And it's not made. And what happens is two guys come to the net. The player who should have made the play is skating all the way away from the play. One for the training manual.
Yeah.
All right, we got a tie game. Delaware tied it up 1-1. Let's see what kind of momentum they bring now. And nothing more frustrating to watch, in the neutral zone when a play can be made. You got to make those plays.
If you're the Seawolves, you can't commit too many people to one side. You got to have somebody at the other end of the ice. Because that pass, there was a play to be made because there was nobody on that side. And unfortunately, because nobody was on that side, Delaware was able to convert off the turnover.
Yeah. Haney now trying to make a play to get it deep. Gets it in. The Stony Brook's out there with their fourth line. Puck goes past Barry all the way down into the Seawolves zone. Picked up by Miller. Will set up behind the net. Coming hard is Delaware on the forecheck. Dump behind the net for Gervaisi. Now picked up by Amodio. Modio dumps it back to Miller. So Modio takes a big hit behind the net by Mullen. Dumped in by Barry. And Stony Brook goes for a change. This is going to go all the way. No, actually, Matt Miano knocked the puck down. And now he takes a run. He's getting runned off the puck there. Through the neutral zone comes Lizaldi. He's got Brewster coming with him. Over to Brewster. Brewster! Puck flubs off his stick. Back to Brewster in the corner. Back to Lizaldi. Working behind the net. Back to Brewster. Brewster makes a spin move. Comes in front. Trying to find Joseph. Back behind the net to Coppola. Nice cycle here by the Seawolves. Oh, and through Joseph all the way back into the neutral zone. Picked up by Joseph over to Miano. Miano just tups it forward to Coppola. Capola controls. Trying to get it down to Lizaldi. He does. Back to Capola. Capola handles it over to Brewster. Brewster fires. He scores! I'm not sure if Lizaldi got a piece of that or not, but a low, hard shot. Might have been deflected. We'll watch it on a rebound.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Capola starts
the
this
replay.
extra breakout. Lizaldi gets it back to Capola. He gets it towards the point. He falls. Gets it to Brewster. Brewster's going to take the shot.
7:25-8.
Yeah,
And
it went off
it did
Lizaldi.
go off Lizaldi's
Yeah, so
stick.
we got the score 7-25-8. So the Seawolves capture back the lead, get that goal right back. Down to 4:47 left to go in the first period. And face off won by Delaware. Control in the neutral zone now. Picked up by Margolis. Loses it to Satola. Satola has it. He loses it in his feet. Trying to get it to Kotkamp. Kotkamp's stick is lifted. And Ryan Kotkamp still controlling the puck. Underhill controlling the puck. Back to Balzafury at the point. Gets it down to Kotkamp. Loses it. A lot of hard checking going on down there. They're not giving Ryan Kotkamp any room. None of these teams are. Coming down the wing on the right wing on Balzafury. Good hard back check by Underhill. Puck is loose. Both teams are having little difficulty locating the puck. Look at this, 3-on-1. Stony Brook coming in, shot. Kotkamp's shot was saved by Troiano and back out to the neutral zone. It was a 3-on-1.
Yeah, those are the plays that
You want
really
to
define it.
You want to make a pass on 3-on-1.
Yeah, those are the plays that define a game. What you do when you have your odd man rush, especially when you're up 2 men going down the ice.
All right. Seawolves, again, they're just, now getting an offsides play here. Yep. Combinations of lines, coaches need to look at what lines are working. Sometimes certain players and certain lines are working
And we saw
better than others, and sometimes you got to change them up if they're not working.
Yeah, like we saw tonight, Coach Garofalo running some different lines that we haven't seen much yet this season, but they seem to be gelling early on in
A
this
couple
game.
of them, yeah. This is Barbera now through the neutral zone into the Delaware zone. Oh, shot deflected by his Lopes, almost past Troiano. And this puck is fired in, all the way down into the Stony Brook zone. Picked up by Miller. They'll control behind the net as Delaware sets up in their 1-2-2. All right, through the neutral zone, very easily break the trap. Bokikio fires, save, Troiano. Second shot saved by Troiano.
Yeah, they're peppering Troiano now. They're getting past this 1-2-2 very easily. Complete opposite of what we saw in the Liberty series.
Good play by Miller.
Stony Brook is having much more freedom moving the puck, and they're having much more success with it.
Barbera coming up on left wing. And controls it, tries to get a pass out to Bokikio. And did not make it. This is Delaware firing all in the Seawolf zone. Joseph back to get it. Watched by Mullen. Picked up by Miano. Backhands it up the wall. There's no forward there, though. This is Joseph fighting through a check. Chris Joseph coming up left wing. Nice pass to Brewster. Coming down right wing is Sam Brewster. Fires across. Back to the point to Miano. Herrera now gets it out into the neutral zone and dumping that puck in, going for a change. It's Conti. Andy Sukoff will have the head coach of Delaware at the end of the period. You might want to stick around and listen for that interview. As Andy will be speaking with the head coach of Delaware, which is Rocky Romanella. Face off outside the Delaware zone. Satola on the draw along with DeAngelis. Back to Miano. Miano fires all the way in for the Seawolves. Satola on the forecheck. Back up to the point. Miano keeps it in, just fires a shot, and it's knocked down in front before it got to the net. Joseph. And a nice check. Here's 2-on-2 going in. To Kotkamp, he fires and he scores. Ryan Kotkamp gets a goal. And a beautiful give-and-go feed from Satola. Now making the score 3-1. As Ryan Cockett
74.
Ryan Cockett lights the lamp for the Seawolves. And the Seawolves have a 2-goal lead right now, and we're down to the last minute 31 in the first period. Seawolves win the faceoff. Bowser Fury controls it for the Seawolves. Cockcamp controls it over to Sherding. He'll fire all the way in. Back behind the Delaware net, all the way around the wall. Picked up by Skiing. Skiing gets it to Pate. Pate run off the puck by Underhill. Back behind the net. Pate chasing after the puck. Gets it out in front. Trying to get it over to Zucker, and Zucker's shot was deflected away from the net. Picked up by Underhill now. Fires to the neutral zone. Knocked down. Picked up by Ustaski, who fires in off of Sherding, and he'll go for back into that. He'll go for a change, and now the Seawolves come out. Nice play by Mullen. Fires, just wide of the glove side. Dumped in now, chasing after it. Gervaisi. Gervaisi going hard as Toriano had trouble getting back to the net as the fourth line for the Seawolves are on. Bowser Fury trying to get a hit on Mullen and missed. This is now Wilms getting it up the wall to Miller. Miller tries to fire it out, kept in by Guerrero. And Bowser Fury back to get it behind the net. Now we're down to the last 10 seconds of the first period. And picked up by Miller. Miller up the wall through the neutral zone, and then picked up by Guerrero. He'll fire all the way back in, and that will do it. So at the end of the first period, the Stony Brook Seawolves lead by the score of 3-1. Shots on goal through the first period. 17 for the Seawolves, 7 for Delaware. We're going to kick it down to Andy Seekoff once the head coach is ready. And Andy will talk to Rocky Romanella and see how things are going for them on their bench. Andy, we'll kick it down to you.
All right, I'm down ice side with Rocky Romanella. And Coach, the turnover battle playing a really big part of this first period. What have you seen out there for your team?
I thought we had a pretty good start. I mean, the first one went off our own guy. The second one was a broken play. And the third, we made a bad step. So all correctable mistakes.
All right, and what are you going to look to adjust and tell your team going into the second period?
I just think we need to settle down. We're running around a little bit. We need to get a little bit more aggressive on the forecheck. But we got 40 minutes. I think we're okay.
Right, and you played for Delaware for a couple seasons. You played under a really great coach, very esteemed coach. Is there anything that you learned from him that you're bringing to this year's team?
No, the thing I try to bring from when I played is just the pride that we use. It's a tradition of pride, playing with that heart and the passion, proud of the name on the front of the sweater. That's what we bring.
All right, thank you, Coach. Back to you.
All right, Andy, thanks very much. Thank you, Coach Romanella. Folks, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the start of the second period. Thanks for watching Seawolves Hockey Live.
Back here live at the rings, about to start second period. 3-1 Stony Brook leads over the Delaware Blue Hens. I'm Andy Sukoff. Andy Magnani will be back with us in just a minute. Going to go over some of the stats from the first period. Obviously, the big one, Stony Brook leading 3-1. 17 shots on goal for the Seawolves, 7 for Delaware. 2 minutes of penalties each. The first on Frank Sherding from Stony Brook, and then the second on Guerreri from Delaware. The goals. The 3 by Stony Brook. The first one by Frank Sherding about halfway through the first period, 10:34 to go. The second one by Justin Lizaldi from Sam Brewster and Nick Capola. And then at the end of the period, Ryan Kotkamp getting his first goal since coming back from the winter break from Sotola and Underhill. For Delaware, Cole Zucker with his team-leading 14th goal of the season, assisted by Peyton Braun. I know, Andy, as you come back here, really an excellent effort by Stony Brook in the first period.
Yeah, compared to what we saw the first 5-6 minutes of the game, I guess they had to realize the game started. But once they got that first goal, they started to get their legs moving and got the 2-goal lead now, and got to keep the pedal down. Got to keep the pedal down.
That's what we didn't see that in the Liberty series, where they scored that first goal in the first 30 seconds, and then after that, Liberty just put the clamp down, and after that, Stony Brook couldn't do anything. We're seeing that on the complete opposite end today, where Stony Brook has to continue pushing the tempo. We saw that in the first period where they got around the Delaware defense multiple times.
Yeah, well, the level of play and talent too. Delaware doesn't have the talent Liberty has, so that's another reason why Liberty knows how to clamp it down. But we'll watch some of the replays here. There's a nice pass by Underhill right through here on this 2-on-0, and then all of a sudden it's a 2-on-2, and it's a give and go. And Kotkamp gets that shot as Troiano did not get across. And the defender, I'm surprised the defender was out of position there.
Yeah,
did a great job coming back, but let's watch it again. Has defender on our left side here. What happens? It's a 2-on-2. One guy takes the other guy, and I think what happens, let's see if he loses a wheel.
Kelowna is here on Kotkamp. He goes for Sotola, and leaves Kotkamp wide open.
What happened? Yeah, and what happens is the defender 11 didn't lift the stick, and that's what happened.
Put out of position.
Yeah. So, all right, Seawolves back on the ice. We're going to get ready for the start of the second period. Shots on goal through that first period, 17 for the Seawolves, 7 for Delaware. So, Seawolves doing an excellent job of clamping down the shots on Delaware after they got on the board. Penalties in that first period. We go through those penalties.
Yep, we went through it, but again, 2 minutes of penalties for each team. Sherding went off at about 3.5 minutes in, and then Guerreri for Delaware went in about 5 minutes later.
All right, Xavier is on the camera for us for the second period. Appreciate him helping us out, and teams are on the ice getting ready to go for the second period. Looks like the Seawolves are going to come out with Kotkamp, Sotola, and or maybe not. Maybe it's going to be the starters who started initially: Lopes, Bokikio, and Barbera. That's what's going to start. Sotola's out talking to Bokikio, and the Seawolves will start with their defensive core. It'll be Miano and possibly Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert and Joseph were the initial starting pair. I was glad to see Gilbert getting the ice time too.
Yeah, Gilbert's just checking the skates. I think it's going to be Miano and Joseph. As we get closer and closer to the drop of the puck, it started the second period.
Looks like we're just waiting on a couple more factors in here.
I think we don't have any issues with the ice tonight. I think the ice is pretty much dried up good.
That's the first time we've seen that all season.
Yeah, a couple of wet spots I do see. And Gervasi in the box for the Seawolves here. The Seawolves are going to start this period off shorthanded.
Yeah,
and Delaware has 32, so we're going to go a little 4-on-4 hockey here. Yeah, so maybe we'll have a little announcement of the penalties here. We'd like to know what they are. As Gervasi, 29, and 32, that's
Zinganelli.
All right, face-off, won by the Seawolves, picked up by Lopes as he goes back into his zone, back over to Miano. Miano Trying to get it to someone, and Zucker was there for it. Picked up by Joseph. They get it to Miano. Miano back over to Joseph behind the net. Good forecheck coming here hard by Delaware. Now they pick the puck up. As Miano vacated the wall. Shot blocked away by Wilms. Picked up by Lopes. And they'll try to do this again. Hoist pass out through the neutral zone. Barbera skates around one check. Puck is just past him, picked up by number 2, Braun. Braun loses it to Lopes. Barbera winds and fires on a wrist shot. And it was knocked down, didn't get to the net. Picked up by Joseph now behind the net as he'll back it behind the wall to Barbera, who leaves it for Lopes. Lopes makes a nice move around, picked up by Barbera through the neutral zone. Wines fakes the shot, now gets it to Joseph. Joseph fires down low behind the net, trying to get it to Lopes. Now it's off Lopes' stick. As picked up by Ustaski. He's got the puck now, coming up, fires, stretch pass through the neutral zone, picked up by Redgate. Redgate lost it off his stick. Back into the Seawolf zone, picked up by Sherding. Sherding over to Joseph. Joseph back trying to get it to Sherding. Back to get that is Redgate on the forecheck. Down to the last 30 seconds to go in the double minors. Joseph with a big hit on the wall down low. Hit Brancaccio really hard.
You could hear that board rattling up here.
All right. Back in deep. Satola gets knocked down by Brancaccio. It's Kotkamp losing it on the wall. Picked up by Redgate. Now Redgate's pass goes awry and picked up by Sherding, who will control it for the Seawolves into the neutral zone. Now we're all even up. Satola back to get it for the Seawolves. Unable to beat Ustaski to the puck. This is Redgate through the neutral zone, coming down on left wing. Forced wide. Now dumps to the corner, all the way down around. Wilms leaves it behind the net. There was nobody there but blue hands. And now
that's one of those plays that make a coach crazy when you see a goalie leave it out.
Was sandwiched between two players, and Redgate comes to the front of the net with the puck, and he's rudely received by Barry. As the whistle blew, and there might have been a little extra there on Wilms.
We're starting to see some tempers flare here early in the second. And this is where Stony Brook needs to really keep their composure and continue playing Seawolves hockey and not get baited into taking dumb penalties.
Yeah, and again, back to what Coach Romanella said to you, try to get the team settled down. Start running around, start learning about your responsibilities, play with a little bit more passion. I see that coming out here now, and it looks like they've listened to the coach. Let's see if they can execute as that puck goes high off the glass. Brewster will drop it in deeper, back behind the Delaware net. On the forecheck is Miano. Miano pitches it down the wall. Puck is loose, picked up by Brewster, fires it high. Glove saved by Toriano.
Nice shot there by Brewster. Had a shot right at the far point. We're going to take a look at it again. Brewster sitting at the point, gets it out, takes the quick wrist shot with nobody in front of him, and Toriano able to make the glove save.
Yeah, and again, not a bad idea to just take a shot and see what happens. Sam's got a nice hard shot, so face off to the right of Toriano.
Brewster a big part of that Liberty series, especially on Sunday.
Sure was, yeah. Oh, Miano now gets poke checked, and it's a 2-on-1. Coming in hard. Oh, a shot just wide of Wilms. As the shot didn't look like it was going to get through. Then it did. Pad save by Wilms. Glove save by Wilms. Puck is loose. Oh, they may have the net off the moorings, but Wilms, outstanding. Let's watch these saves.
There was one point I thought that puck went into the net, but we're going to take a look at that again. And watch Wilms here. Here's the initial shot, I guess, deflected, and he kicked out the second save.
Yeah. Wilms made 3 saves off that in that series of plays there.
And if you look at Barry, I think kicked it out at the very end. So smart play there by Kevin Barry to keep that puck away from that empty net as Wilms is sprawled out on the ice.
Yeah, that shot, that initial shot, Wilms had to leave. He couldn't have no choice. He had to leave a rebound. The puck went off his pad, but the defense was not there to clean up the garbage. So without that play going on there, your goaltender's got to come up big, and he did. And this is now Amodio banging it in. Back behind the net, Toriano high off the wall, trying to get it out. Joseph could not keep it in. Now he'll fire all the way in. Seawolves have to get on side. Garrett back behind the net for Delaware. Coming up right wing, off the wall, all the way down. This will be an icing. And the face will be back in the Delaware zone. We're so glad you could join us tonight if you're tuning in. If you're a SeaWorld fan, we appreciate you coming back and watching us. If you're a Blue Hen fan, we appreciate you tuning in. Face-off will be to the right of Troiano. On the draw for the Blue Hens will be Margolis going against Gervaisi. Gervaisi won the draw eventually, but a little bit of a standoff. Seawolves trying to cycle that puck down deep, trying to keep zone possession. Keep that puck in the zone as long as they can and try to wear the Blue Hens down. Nice play by Gervaisi now, taking that puck right off the stick of Lisenek. Oh, out in front, loose puck. Dribbles out in front. Good play by Sherding to keep that play alive and get the Seawolves a chance to maybe get a line change.
That was a big play there. Azimuth also had a chance to, with a deflected puck in the slot, to do something with it.
One of the things Romanello said too about is the physicality. He wants the team to get a little more physical. We're seeing that now. A little bit more physicality in the play by the Blue Hens.
Yeah, but Stony Brook is matching up with it and not giving up position.
Shot all the way around the wall. Back to the point. Ustaski takes a shot. His shot goes all the way behind the net. And there is some size. Delaware has a couple of sizable players.
Yeah,
So
they have a pretty big team out there.
So through the neutral zone comes Lopes with speed. Drop pass to Barbera. Lopes just carry that puck a little deeper.
Barbera overshot it by about a foot.
All right, dangerous play to have on a turnover right there at your blue line. You want to get that puck as deep as you can, and then make that play. Barbera controls it for the Seawolves, making it, using his body, getting it down low, trying to get it to Lopes on a no-look pass. Good sweep check by Barbera on that puck. Back to Barbera from Bokikio, driving the net, shoots high into the netting. Good shift. Excellent shift by that line.
Yeah, that was really a fantastic shift by Bokikio, Lopes, and Barbera. And we've been seeing it for this game. We're going to look at it here. Here's Lopes, and this is the initial turnover. Barbera overshoots it as Lopes let the drop pass, and Zucker able to take control of it. But then Stony Brook gets that next turnover off the sliding poke check by Barbera, which led to that.
Yeah, luckily
next
that turnover didn't hurt them. So face off to the right of Troiano, one back by Delaware. This is up the wall to Zingarelli, and then fired back in by Barry over the top of the net. Satola coming hard on Redgate in the neutral zone. Puck flies high, picked up by Barry. Gets it over to Miano. Miano get it back to Barry behind the net, and the Seawolves will try to set up. Back to Miano. And again, it's patience on the breakout that will help. Kotkamp calling for that puck. Miano late on the pass, and unfortunately, but Ryan picks it up now, coming in on right wing. Trying to make a move, sweeps the puck on his backhand, getting into Satola, but losing in possession, back out of the neutral zone. Satola picking it up, and then losing it. Miano losing it to Redgate. Redgate almost had an opportunity coming in.
And Redgate, one of the leading scorers for Delaware this season with 20 points. Known as more of an assist guy than a scorer, but he had a chance there if he would have held on to the puck.
Stony Brook having some difficulty getting that puck out. And shot right back in. Mullen back on the forecheck. Miano now up the wall to getting it to Kotkamp. Kotkamp stretch pass all the way across to Underhill. Underhill's got Lizaldi breaking to the net. Fires. And it's deflected to the corner. Underhill going forward hard on the wall, along with Santucci. This is Brewster with the puck. Down low, fighting hard with the puck is Sam Brewster. Picked up by Colonna. Colonna gets it over to Guerrero, who tumbles down, falls down. Over to Capola, who turns and gives it to Joseph. Joseph fires a low shot. Brewster looking for the deflection, just wide. Back behind the net, picked up by Zucker. Picked up by Colonna. Back to the, Joseph just off his stick into the neutral zone. Picked up by Gilbert. And he'll just backhand it back into the Blue Hen zone.
And Joseph was very lucky he had the extra step because he was one step away from giving up a breakaway.
Good recovery by Chris Joseph. This is an icing as the puck was chipped in from the opposite side of the red line. Not able to make the change.
Well, then we're about 7.5 minutes into the second period. We're seeing a lot of similarities from the first period, and it was around this time in the first where Stony Brook really started to take control of the period.
Romanello wasn't happy about the icing. He thought it was on the opposite side of the red line, but the ref called it down as an icing. So face off to the left of Troiano. Bokikio on the draw for the Seawolves, and he's tossed. Ropes will come in. Bokikio wasn't tossed. Actually, it was the Blue Hen player. Back to the point to Sherding. Fakes the shot. Dishes it to Barbera on the half wall. Back to Sherding. Now Sherding will fire in. Seawolves go in on the forecheck. Going hard is Barbera. He's got Bokikio with him too. Loose puck out in front. Poked out in front. Gathered back in by Kelowna. Kelowna's pass misses everyone. It's back behind the net. It'll be an icing. As that line will have to stay out there again. They've been out there now for going on a shift and a half, I'll call it. And remember, we're in the second period, and the changes are longer. So,
and this is a big face-off here for Stony Brook.
Ice
they have a tired line out there for Delaware.
Right. They're all up. The sticks are all on their
chance.
knees. It's tired. You got to be very disciplined in the second period. Barbera's complaining and Kelowna's tossed. So back to the point, and it's all the way out. They'll get a chance to change now.
And this is a change they desperately needed.
Oh, Bowser Fury made a pass that did not get to where it needed to get to. So now we had a bad pass, another bad pass in the zone, a glove down by Wilms. Little miscommunications in the offensive zone, in your defensive zone, creates mayhem.
Yeah.
And it creates the forecheck opportunity that every team wants.
Yeah.
You have to really be careful what you do with the puck in your zone.
But at the same time, when you have a goalie that you know that you can count on in Derek Wilms, you know, red and white is appropriate for him. Brick and mortar.
Face off to the right of Wilms. Modio able to deflect that puck out of the zone. Picked up by Gervaisi, and off Gervaisi, picked up by Haney now. Haney will dump in, and Troiano will hold it and get the face-off, as coming hard was Gervaisi.
Man, Modio is right behind him as well. Gervaisi's talking a little smack there to Braun.
Face-off now to the left of Troiano. Gervaisi wins it back. Barry has it at the point. Barry has it. He'll just throw a shot down. It deflects in front and into the corner.
That shot looked like it got caught in Haney's skates.
Coming away with it is Amodio. Fires high off the top of the net. Off the side. Going top shelf, trying to catch Troiano. And didn't miss by much.
And Troiano, a little out of position, but was able to get saved by the fact that Amodio shot it a little high off the side.
Neutral zone turnover, and these turnovers are going to hurt Delaware because Stony Brook will counter. Unable to do so now, but they will counter.
And that's what you like to see from Stony Brook, converting off of turnovers and getting those quality chances in the offensive zone because of those turnovers.
All right, fourth line, good. Another good shift by the fourth line. Fired all the way in again, the opposite side of the red line, but no icing this time.
And that one went right across the crease as well. A really dangerous situation for Wilms, who didn't see that puck trickling behind him.
Down to 10:35 left to go in the second period. Seawolves still up by 2. 3-2. We haven't had much in goal scoring or even much shots lately. Just a lot of ragged play in the neutral zone. And this is Satola. And the only thing is Delaware is out shooting Stony Brook in the second period. But you kind of knew that was going to happen.
Right now it's at a 5-3 clip. So really not much in terms of offensive chances this period.
Stony Brook with the puck, working down low. Kotkamp back. Trying to get it to Underhill. Underhill now fires it deflected into the netting. Faceoff will be in the Delaware zone.
And now we're starting to see Stony Brook start circling the puck around and looking for the quality chance wherever we have. We're going to take a look here. Kotkamp passing it into the corner for like Underhill. Underhill takes that next shot and it goes up into the netting. But we're seeing a lot of good cycling out there with this line of Kotkamp, Underhill, and Satola.
Face-off won by the Seawolves, but now they lose possession of the puck as Kotkamp's pass went out of the zone. Gilbert's trying to control it, but it's out of his reach. Good job by Kotkamp to be back there to pick that puck up, skate through the neutral zone, up to Joseph. Through the neutral zone is Chris Joseph. He's got Satola with him. Joseph makes a nice move to Satola. To Underhill. He fires high. And off the netting this time by Underhill.
And Underhill knows that he had a great chance. And he just missed it. And you can see him. We're going to take a look at that breakout again. Joseph getting it out. He's going to go in for Satola. Satola kicks it over to Underhill. And Underhill just shoots it high. He had a lot of net.
Underhill needed to use his backhander. If he used his backhander, that probably would have been a goal.
Yeah, that puck was coming in on his forehand. He really had...
He had a better chance turning around and going backhand. He took too long to turn his body around. Face-off outside the zone and fired back into the netting by Bowser Fury. We'll do it again from the neutral ice zone.
You know, about 30 seconds ago, I was going to comment how this period was a lot of back and forth, not many stoppages, and then we had 3 stoppages in the last 35 seconds.
Yeah. All right, face-off, center ice. And Lizaldi fighting through back to Bowser Fury. Bowser Fury will just backhand it in, and it's gloved down by Guerrero, who comes in on right wing, fires a low shot, blocked it to the corner by Wilms. Knocked down into the corner was number 16 Conti, picked up by the Seawolves. Doing a good job in the neutral zone, slowing the Seawolves down is the Blue Hens.
And that's part of the physicality that Coach Romanello spoke about.
This is going to go right on goal and picked up by Wilms. Bowser Fury with the puck, stretch pass, but not really where he wanted it to go. Bowser Fury, nice job to recover there, picking up that puck. Getting it to Brewster, trying to get it to Brewster, back behind the wall. Picked up by Delaware, into the neutral zone. Bowser Fury just flips it. And it'll go back into the Seawolf zone. Chase down, coming after Bowser Fury hard was Lasanic. Barry can't control it. It's picked off by Bastone. We haven't seen this line out there that much. This is Barry now controlling it for the Seawolves. Backs it up the wall to Barbera. Barbera tries to get it to Bokikio through his legs and no go. Picked up by Barry. And skating hard is Bokikio, who negate the icing.
Good hustle there by Bokikio to get in front of.
And Lopes.
To be able to get in front of Lascanic and stop that icing.
Again, play in the neutral zone. This is pretty ragged. This is Lopes down right wing. 2-on-1. No, tries to make the pass, and it was a good defensive play as the pass was taken away. Bokikio was wide open coming down, streaking down the left wing.
Well, Lascanic making a nice sliding play.
Kept in by Lopes. Picked up by Barbera now. Barbera making a move, getting a shot, fires it wide. All the way back out in the neutral zone. Dumped in by Bastone. He'll go for a change. That line's out there a long time.
Yeah, both teams are looking for change right now. Bokikio, his line has been out there for a little while. He nearly plays that with a high stick.
Yeah. With the neutral zone, Bokikio, Barbera, they're still out there too. Lopes, oh, nice play by Bokikio, trying to get it up to Barbera. Back to the point. Now that line should be getting off too because they're out there too long. They should be changing. Yeah, they're changing now.
Now that they're going to get the whistle here, we got some little extracurriculars here going on.
Freeman and Gilbert have it a little tout-d'etat.
And Maxwell, one of Delaware's top scorers, one of their best players.
Freshman, right? Is he a freshman?
Freeman is a freshman, yes.
Face off to the right of Wilms. It'll be Redgate on the draw.
Yeah, there's the sliding play by Braun off of Lopes' pass on the 2-on-1.
Face off won by Delaware. This is Freeman. Fires. Saved by Wilms. Loose puck. He's got it.
Yeah, Wilms not letting up any second chances there. He saw that puck started to trickle away and got the glove right on it.
It was a floater type of shot. It didn't come in solid and hard. It was floating and had a little trouble with the glove getting it on there. But Seawolf defense did a good job boxing out there, not allowing the Delaware Blue Hens to get a shot.
Yeah, we'll get Braun's play one more time. Lopes had the 2-on-1. He was looking for the pass, and Braun just slid in there and stopped it.
Face off to the right of Wilms. Seawolves controlling it, getting out into the neutral zone, chasing it down is Amodio. He goes after Colonna. Back to Brancaccio, up the wall, into the neutral zone. Joseph there for the Seawolves. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert to Amodio, who dumps in. Not all the way. Back out the neutral zone's Redgate. Redgate 1-on-3. Over to Freeman. Fires a shot. Oh, tricky shot and a good pad save by Wilms.
Wilms smartly kicks it away and out of play.
And this will be, and there's a player going to the bench. It's Redgate. He might be a little dinged up.
Yeah, he's struggling to get onto the bench. It took him a little while to get over the top.
And we got a whistle. We may have a penalty. We may have too many men on the ice. Not sure.
See what happens here.
Maybe not. Faceoff's coming all the way down. I don't. It could have been an icing. I don't think it was, but icing. Offsides. Offsides call intentional, so it's all the way down. Back to get it. Thank you, cameraman. Back all the way out of the rink, and they'll face it off again in the neutral zone.
And it's nice to have the players up here because sometimes they see things that we don't.
Yeah.
So Xavier, thank you for that.
Xavier caught that one. All right, so 5:43 left to go in the second. Stony Brook up by the score of 3-1, but right now Delaware's giving them a very, very good second period, and the Seawolves are getting outshot in this period. But they're still maintaining the lead.
And they maintain the shot advantage as well, which is big for them right now.
Underhill, Owen Hardy just got a stick broke. Now almost a breakaway, and it still could be a breakaway. Oh, what a nice play by Sherding, using his reach. This is Kotkamp now coming down 3-on-2. He's over to Satola, fires a shot, saved by Choriano.
Yeah, Coppola taking that shot as they had Satola on the other side. That was a really smart. That was a very smart play by
Let's go back and watch
Kotkamp.
that play by Sherding. Again, he's had a heck of a game today. I mean, right now, he makes a play here that prevents a breakaway.
Yeah, Underhill loses the stick, and that's what initially causes this odd man rush. And it's going to be Pate coming in.
Here comes Sherding. Watch. Oh, the dive.
Sherding
What
makes
a
that
play.
nice dive. Doesn't get called for a trip or anything like that.
Back to the point to Barry. Wines fires. Wrist shot right on goal, blocking away. Up to Miano at the point, kept in by Brewster. Back out to the neutral zone. Pucks are bouncing, not settling down, and pucks are getting open to open players if they've got their feet moving.
Yeah.
Barry now just gets pulled down, and we're going to have a tripping penalty on number 15. That's Mullen. He'll go for tripping as Barry was pulled down. Seawolves are going to go on their second power play. They're already 1 for 1 on their power play. Sherding scored that power play goal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And we'll do face-off in Delaware, in the Delaware zone to the left of Choriano.
Nice play there by Barry to draw the penalty.
All right, on the draw will be Bokikio for the Seawolves. Face-off. One back by Delaware, but Seawolves fighting for it. Trying to keep that puck in at the boards is Lopes. He does all the way around. Lets it go to Bokikio. Back up the wall to Barbera. Barbera with Brewster parked right in front. Barbera just took the slap shot and never got through. So back to Barbera again. Fakes the shot this time. Gets it to Bokikio to Lopes, who fires it in for the power play goal.
Yeah, Lopes got an assist on the goal initially for Sherding's power play goal. Now he gets his power play goal himself, and it's now a 4-1 lead for Stony Brook. Really a fantastic play.
Right. For Lopes, that's his second power play goal of the year, and it comes off the pass from Bokikio down low, finds Lopes breaking in. Choriano not able to get across. Brewster setting up that screen in front and probably creating a little bit of mayhem for Choriano as well by being there. And Lopes just coming in and parking that goal in the empty net.
Yeah, Bokikio and Barbera will get assists for that one. And really a well-executed play by the Seawolves.
Seawolves up 4-1 as we get close to 4 minutes to go in the second period. And here comes the Seawolves up the wall. Barry trying to get to Bokikio, was not looking. 2-on-1 coming back on the Seawolves. Freeman, nice play by Miano to get his stick on it and deflect that pass a little bit so it didn't get through with the right speed.
Yeah, Wilms
got bumped into a little bit.
And he looks like he's a little uncomfortable too. After getting bumped into by, I think it was Barry who bumped into him.
Yeah, his own man. So friendly fire. Seems to be okay. He's up. Face off to the left of Wilms. I hope he's okay. 3:42 left to go in the second. Loose puck back to the point. Over the Brancaccio. A shot. Brancaccio with a shot. Gobbled up by Wilms.
Yeah, Wilms had nobody in front of him, so he was able to make that save very easily. And that's what you want to see from your goalie, where you're getting those easy saves where there's nobody in front of him. He doesn't have to worry about screens.
All right, face off. Controlled by Delaware. Now it's turned over and picked up by Stony Brook. This is Sherding rushing the puck. Fires it in now, down in the Delaware zone. Back up to the point. Gervaisi covering back for him. Lines and fires! Kick to the corner by Brancaccio. And back to get it is Haney. Modio on the forecheck for the Seawolves. Up the wall to Mullen. Mullen with the shot. And it's saved by Wilms. Back up the wall and out of the zone. Picked up by Kelowna. And given over to Sherding. Sherding's touch passed in by Modio, who's breaking to the net with Haney. Comes around. It's a wraparound. Good play by Troiano. Wrist shot by Gilbert at the point was knocked to the corner as Mullen took a spill. And that shot is knocked down. Never got through. Haney controls it, makes a spin move. Fires it down. Oh, across the net. Trying to get Kotkamp to tap it, but wouldn't go. Kotkamp keeping that puck in, using that skill. Taking that puck to the net. Get it to Satola. High over the top of the net. Kotkamp knocks it down with his stick. Trying to find Gilbert. Breaking in. Gilbert. And his shot was saved by Troiano. Back behind the net. Seawolves owning possession of the puck here and hemming in Delaware. Now the puck flies high out and it's batted out into the neutral zone by the Blue Hens, and they'll go for a change. This is Gilbert off the wall, trying to get it to Kotkamp, but it's too hard. Now we got a 2-on-0 breakaway. Shot, sail, it sailed wide. It was a 2-on-0. Joseph was getting there, but they were able to get the shots off as a defender got caught up in the neutral zone. Gilbert and forward was already deep in the zone, in the offensive zone. This is Sotola now getting knocked around, picks up the puck. Kotkamp's getting, his stick is stuck in the midsection and takes a spill. We got no call going, but a whistle nonetheless. Down to the last 1:29 left to go. Stick around. Andy Sotola will have a little chat with Coach Andy Seekoff. We'll have a little. Andy Sotola's on the ice, folks. Andy Sukoff will have a little chat with Coach Chris Garofalo at the end of the second period. All right, face off to the left of Troiano. Seawolves lose possession of the puck on the face-off, picked up by Balzafury in the neutral zone. Fired back in by Miano, controlled by Guerrero behind the net. Cingarella loses it in the neutral zone, but picks it back up. 4-on-2 coming in. Shot! Sails high over the top of the net. Cingarella then puts it in past Wilms. And the Seawolves again caught guilty of not able to take care of the rebound shot. Wilms makes the first save. The rebound comes out, and someone's not doing their job. The coach is yelling at somebody. So somebody's got to watch what's going on, those rebounds, because those players are being left open. And at second shot, Wilms was not in position, unfortunately, to make the save. So we got a 4-2 game. Delaware's earned that goal. They've played very good in the second period here. Now Brewster taking it to the net. He's not not able to get a shot off. Miller will dump all the way in. The Seawolves will have to touch up. We're down to the last minute to go in the second period. Back out in front. Here comes Delaware through the neutral zone. Mullen dumps all the way in. Miller chases him down. Puck to the corner by Shirting. Picked up by Capola. Capola gets the center ice line, dumps it in. Seawolves go for a change. And face off. Sorry about that noise, folks. All right. This is Lopes coming through the neutral zone. Inland speed, shoots, save! Choriano with a big save on Lopes on a 2-on-1.
To get back that 3-goal lead before the end of the period.
Back out to the neutral zone. That'll do it, folks. That's the end of the second period. With the score, Stony Brook Seawolves 4, University of Delaware Blue Hens 2. Shots on goal through 2 periods, 30 for the Seawolves, 22 for the Blue Hens. We're going to kick it down to Andy Seekoff in just a minute, and he'll have a word with Coach Garofalo. Credit the Blue Hens for closing the gap, coming out and playing a good second period, and giving the Seawolves a good challenge. Seawolves are going to have to really buckle down for the third period. Defensively as well as offensively, they need to put more shots on Choriano. All right, we'll kick it down to Andy Seekoff with Coach Garofalo.
All right, I'm down here with Coach Garofalo. And Coach, a period where we still have a 2-goal lead, and it's going to be a very big third period coming up.
Yeah, I actually wasn't that happy with our team play just right in the second period. I think we got away from what was working in the first, getting the puck deep and going to work and using our legs. I think we got a little comfortable, thought we could do more than what we can do out there, and I think we got to get back to what we did in the first period.
So what are you going to look to adjust in the third period to make that work?
We have to get pucks behind their D, and that's what we have to do, and that's the type of team we have to be. We have a lot of speed, and we could do that when we play that kind of a game. But when we're worried about scoring goals or worried about putting the puck in the net, and that's it, you start to get a little selfish. We got to work on that.
Yeah, I know you're talking team play, but I got to say, the play of Frank Shirting in this game has been nothing short of incredible.
Frank's a great hockey player. He's a stay-at-home, solid defenseman. He's a big guy. He does a great job for us. He's probably one of the bright spots we had this year coming in as a freshman. We're very excited to have Frankie for the next 3 years.
All right, thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, Andy, thanks very much. Folks, we'll take a short break. We'll be back. Start of the third period. And welcome back, everyone, to Seawolves Hockey Live. Andy Mignani along with Andy Seekoff. And Andy, that second period was a kind of a dual period. You had Seawolves in one aspect played a good game for a certain point, and then Delaware came back and took it over.
Oh yeah, it was like a tale of two halves of a period where Stony Brook came out and dominated the first half, and Delaware took it back at the end of the second, getting that goal late in the second from Zingarelli. Mullen and Redgate getting the assist on that one to make it 4-2. Right now we got a 30-22 edge in shots in favor of Stony Brook, but at the same time, Delaware outshot Stony Brook in that period.
And a good play by Zingarelli to get that goal after Wilms stretched out and made that save. And I don't know if we can get back to seeing that goal, but it was a great shot initially. Wilms making the save, but making the save in spectacular style, so he was not able to recover. And then Zingarelli getting that rebound right back and being able to put it in.
Yeah.
I mean, I listened to the interview you had with Coach Garofalo, and I happen to agree with what he said. Team is just not playing consistent enough hockey yet.
Right.
Where he could be comfortable in saying, okay, I can sit back now and just not let the lines roll, but let the team play and let it breathe a little bit.
Yeah, and
you really can't let it breathe because there's too many mistakes. And watch the play here. They come in numbers. They're the 4-on-2 coming in. Yeah, 3 Seawolves trailing the play. Zingarelli gets that puck back, and there's nobody near him.
Yeah, and there was really nothing Wilms could have done at that point. And when Delaware has numbers like that, you have to expect that they're going to convert, and they did.
Yeah, and again, Wilms has done a great job keeping the Seawolves in this game. He's made some spectacular saves.
Yeah, he's made 20 out of 22, which is really phenomenal. That one's going to incense any coach.
It's almost like the Seawolves last weekend with Liberties. The Seawolves didn't get a lot of shots on goal, but they got a lot of quality shots. And the saves that were made were outstanding saves, and that's what closed the door on the Seawolves in Game 1. Game 2, they were able to break through, of course. But here, the Seawolves got to go another 20 minutes, and they got to play at a much higher level. A 2-goal game is not a big score right now.
Two-goal leads are really terrifying leads to have. But if Stony Brook can come out strong at the start of this period, get it up to a 3-goal lead, that's going to put a little more pressure on Delaware. But when that happens, Stony Brook has to just keep their foot on the pedal and not let them back in. Don't let them get past the blue line.
Yeah. All right, teams are on the ice, getting ready, stretching out a little bit, getting ready for the start of this third period. We'll be back here again tomorrow, 3:30 start tomorrow. So maybe while you're watching your football game, you might just have the Stony Brook game on your tablet or on your computer, and you don't have to have the sound on. It's not important. You just watch what we're doing versus listening to it. You can watch the game too. So tune in if you can tomorrow. And we appreciate everybody tuning in and watching us tonight. The Stony Brook Seawolves ranked 7th in the country, and Delaware ranked 14th. Here we go. Start of the third period. Okikio on the draw for the Seawolves, and he goes up against Zucker all the way into the Seawolves zone, picked up by Joseph. Joseph up the wall to Gilbert. Gilbert's pass, trying to get it out of the zone, could not get it out. Joseph back to get it again, back behind the net as Joseph takes a hit up to Barbera through the neutral zone. Touch pass to Lopes through the neutral zone, and controlled by Delaware, back out. Joseph almost lining up Zucker. They're going to have a penalty here on the Seawolves. Again, late on the back check, coming back. A defender stands up in the neutral zone and makes a check. A forward needs to come back, and Gilbert alone back there took that hook. And here we go, Stony Brook on the kill. Delaware on the man advantage for 2 minutes.
There's a big penalty kill here for Stony Brook. They need to kill this penalty, cannot give up a power play goal, because that would be very demoralizing right now.
All right, face off to the right of Wilms. And it's going to be Joseph and Dalzafuri on defense, Lizaldi and Capola on the forward position. Down low, back around the wall, picked up by Redgate. He's watched by Capola. Back down low, back to Redgate again. Redgate up to the point. To Brancaccio, back to Redgate. Touch pass out in front. Delaware moving the puck quickly, trying touch passes to move that puck quickly. Brancaccio at the point. Down low. Joseph uses his body, slides and blocks the pass. Pola tries to get it out. He does. And Lizaldi able to get it out to the neutral zone.
2 minutes for hockey. Time of the penalty, 19:20 remaining in the third.
Redgate coming in on right wing, on his off wing, setting up on the half wall. Cross-ice pass, good job by Lizaldi using that stick, pushing that puck out. Brewster on for Lizaldi as the Seawolves have another minute to go on the kill. Back up the wall, trying to get it out of the zone. The puck did not get out, and Brancaccio fires one wide. He was sailing in all alone. This is Biano watching the Redgate trying to get to the front of the net, and somebody's stick's being held here, and the referee did not make a call. The Stony Brook player couldn't get his stick down to make a play.
And Stony Brook needs to get a clear out
down
right now.
low. Zucker with a shot, and it's blocked, patted away by Wilms.
Nice save there by Wilms to
Good clear
puck
here
out.
by Coppola as he finally gets a chance to get off the ice. Stony Brook changes up with 20 seconds left to go in the man advantage for the Blue Hens.
Now, coming into this game, Delaware had a 20.7% power play success rate, which is a very good number. And Stony Brook came in with an 85% penalty kill.
This is Skian down the right wing. Drops it and loses the handle. Here's Joseph now. Oh, actually, it's, Underhill on a break with help. He's got Brewster with him. A nice save by Troiano. Then Troiano loses his edge. He wound up sliding almost out to the circle.
Yeah, and Brewster had a chance. Troiano cut the angle off.
Skian with a shot. Save. Oh, and the rebound sailed right over the top of the net to a wide open net.
Yeah, Wilms counting.
Wilms had that rebound, but it went right out.
Yeah, Wilms thanking his lucky stars that puck didn't go in.
All right, now this is going to be an icing as Seawolves are guilty of firing it all the way down.
Yeah, this is going to be a key faceoff here early in the third.
All even up here as far as managing 5-on-5 hockey. So we got 5-on-5 hockey going on here. Man, face-off to the right of Wilms. Satola on the draw. He's going up against Santucci. Puck is loose, picked up by Kotkamp. Underhill on left wing. Underhill trying to get it back to Kotkamp. Good defensive play by Guerrero. Kotkamp controls it back to Underhill. Underhill with the puck to Satola. Up to the point to Shirting. Fires it quickly. Oh, and loose puck. Oh, almost poked in by Satola. Great play there by Underhill, getting it to Satola. Underhill now with the puck. Moves, makes a move, makes another move, and he's just holding the puck, looking for an opening.
And sometimes the pass is in there, just hang on to it until something does open up.
Kotkamp trying to get it over to Underhill. Underhill's down and out. He's gassed.
Stony Brook needs to get a change very quickly because they
played with Shirting to prevent that puck from getting through. Satola now. These guys are at the end of a shift. They need to get off. As Haney's made his way on. And
they have gotten that change down as they got that puck to center ice. That was a big change for them because, like I said, that line was gassed. They were out there for a while. That's where bad things happen.
You got to get the D off next. Gervaisi now up the wall to Haney. Haney cross ice to Modio. Modio through the neutral zone. And he's hooked. No call. And these little subtle hooks that the referees will not catch. They're good plays, but this will be icing on the Seawolves. They'll have to take that face-off in their own zone.
For the most part, the refs are letting them play their game, which is good to a point. But there are some of these hooks that you're seeing that do need to be called. Because otherwise, that's when players on the ice start to see what they can and can't get away with. And that's where you may see a really major penalty where someone could get hurt.
All right.
Get let go.
Face off to the right of Wilms. And it's picked up by the Seawolves. Matt Miano makes a button hook move, turns back, gives to Barry behind the net as the forecheck is coming heavy from Delaware. They're not coming behind the net, but they're just going 1-2-2, and they're coming deeper on that forecheck each time. Picked up by Gervaisi, trying to get it to Haney, was not paying attention. You got a Seawolf player down on the ice. That's Gervaisi's down. Haney touches that puck up, and he'll go for a change.
Gervaisi's staying on the ice, though, so...
Yeah, he probably got a stick or got a puck or something, but he'll be going off now as they're going for a change. Back to Gilbert behind the wall. He'll go up the wall. There's nobody there. Modio's still on. He needs to get off for a change to complete the change for the Seawolves. But now the puck's given away. Fired across. So come out of the zone. And the Seawolves will be able to complete their change. Coming hard on right wing is Lopes. Lopes with speed. Comes in. Fires high. Block it to the wall by Toriano. Joseph giveaway. And a shot goes wide on Wilms. Uncharacteristic giveaway by Joseph and almost cost the Seawolves there.
Yeah, Peyton wasn't able to get a shot on goal, though, as he shot it wide. That puck started getting back towards the crease, and Wilms smartly on top of it.
Again, decision-making comes with fatigue, and you got to make sure you're getting your rest. And when you get out there, you can't overstay your stay, so to speak. You got to get on, you got to get off, and you got to get rest.
And we just looked at the replay. Very uncharacteristic Chris Joseph in open ice.
And again, I think he was making the decision, already had made it, and then didn't make the move, and then made it, and it was, the player picked it off. So now we got to play out right out in front, loose puck. Again, you can make your decision, but you have to make the decision and make the play at the same time. Nice 2-on-1 down low. If you wait too long, your defender's going to find you out, and you're going to pick that puck off, and that's what happened there. Nice give and go down a neutral zone, through the neutral zone play, where Delaware seems to be finding some room, Andy.
Yeah, but Zucker had that puck kicked between his legs. The play in the neutral zone has gotten better this period for Delaware, and we're starting to see it now as they're starting to get more shots on Wilms.
Yeah. Seems to be, yeah.
Yeah, look at this play again. They could have called it offsides on that, but like I said before, Zucker had that caught between his skates, couldn't get a handle on it.
Referee can only see what he can see. Face off, won by the Seawolves. Up the wall to Lizaldi, can't get it out. Back into the neutral zone now. Here comes Brewster and Lizaldi, but they're too late to the puck. Miano trying to get it through. A lot of neutral zone play right now, and this is where right now the Seawolves are struggling. And another giveaway right in their zone, but luckily for the Seawolves, the Blue and the Devil didn't see the puck. This is Coppola to Brewster. Brewster working that puck, trying to keep it behind the net. Coach Garofalo wants that puck worked behind the net. Winds and fires by Barry and saved by Toriano. But we don't see a lot of that going on right now. We don't see the play behind the net like the coach wanted. He wants that puck behind the net.
Yeah, we're seeing more of the cycles along the circles and at the point, but not so much behind the net. Which, if you're not going to do what the coach is saying, that's going to lead to problems down the road.
All right, face off to the left of Toriano. Back to the point. Gilbert controls it for the Seawolves. Brewster back to get it behind the net. Let's see if the Seawolves can try to set up some forecheck and some cycling, but right out of the zone. Gilbert gets it to Coppola. Coppola all alone. Lizaldi breaking in with him now, but Coppola loses the handle. Comes up the wall to Freeman. Freeman trying to get it out. Batters it out to the neutral zone. Joseph will bang it right on goal. Toriano with the save. And to hold it.
And we're talking that they need to play behind the net. That's been one of their strengths this season. That's what they've been using that works. So and that's going to be a way to get around the Delaware defense, to play that puck around the net. And that's going to force Delaware to either commit to the back where you're going to leave the slot open, or keep the slot open where you have free movement behind the net.
And face-off won by Delaware. Underhill coming hard. Stony Brook wins the puck on the turnover. Hotkamp with a nice move. Back up to Joseph at the point. Joseph sends one to the net. Loose puck. Credit Delaware boxing out the Stony Brook forwards. All those rebounds and not getting back on Stony Brook sticks. This is Ryan Kottkamp. Ryan Kottkamp is really turning it up this period.
Yeah,
Playing
Kottkamp
exceptionally well. Back to Joseph coming to the net. Hooked down. Good play by Ski and not letting Joseph get that shot off. Now the puck is loose behind the net. Grab picks it up. He's watched by Kottkamp, and he fires it into the rink. Out of the rink, I should say.
Now we're seeing Stony Brook get a little more aggressive with the shots. Shot count at 35-27 right now in favor of the Seawolves.
Yeah, it looks like Delaware guys. Some of those guys are really dragging.
You're starting to see fatigue plays a very important part of the game.
Zucker right now is really he's either hurt or he's tired. He needs to get off. And the coach is riding that line. So Bowser Fury sends it and a tip in and another shot. Loose puck, still loose. Oh, he gobbled up by Choriano. As Bowser Fury did get a shot to the net. Gervaisi and Haney and Amodio going hard.
Everybody was waiting for that puck. That puck was sitting right there in the slot. Nobody was near it.
Yeah, watch this play here. Nice deflection by Amodio. And then here comes Haney, but Gervaisi stayed there. The puck was loose.
Everyone touches that puck in that rush, and no one's able to put it in.
Face off to the left. Seawolves keep it in the zone. Gervaisi going hard on his check. On loose puck now. Gervaisi trying to keep it in. Good job by Gervaisi to get that puck off the stick of DeAngelis. As they two come together here. And
Gervaisi's been going at a lot of players on Delaware tonight. It's good to see someone who's going to
Gotta have some passion when you play this game.
100%.
And if the fourth line's going to bring it, the next line coming on after better bring it too.
That's for sure.
You got to have it, because if you don't have it, you're going to get steamrolled. Face off to the right of Wilms. Loose puck in the corner, picked up by Lopes. Coming down right wing, nice move down to the neutral zone. Bokikio comes through. He'll fire all the way around. Barbera back to the puck to Lopes. Lopes back to the point to Sherding. Fires it to the net. Blocker save.
Nice save there by Troiano on Sherding's shot. Sherding looking for his second goal of the
good
game.
job. He tried to keep it in, but it went out. This is Bowser Fury with the puck now, coming in on left wing, on his off wing. And fires it across to Sherding. Sherding just sends a low shot. Bokikio with the deflection, block it away. Back to the point to Marvera. Winds and fires. Blocked down by Mullen. He's a little limp in there.
Yeah, Mullen's been sacrificing his body all game long, and that one stung.
That one's going to leave a mark.
I'm sure.
Barbera with the puck, controlling a little zone time here by the Seawolves. Barbera trying to get in. Poke checked away. This is sent all the way across. Bokikio trying to keep it in, but good job by the Blue Devils to get it out. This is Mullen coming in, fires, and it's blocked off by Sherding. Fires it back around the wall to Bowser Fury. To Bokikio through the neutral zone with Barbera. Bokikio behind him. And Barbera trying to get it to him, but Bokikio a little too far away and a little too stagnant.
Right now, the Blue Hen D trying to play the suffocating style of defense they played in the first period.
Yeah, at the end of a shift. Oh, and the puck is deflected just to the back. Loose puck in front. Gobbled up. Is it gobbled? Is it gobbled? Oh, to the corner it goes.
Puck was
loose puck here. Loose puck again. Oh. Blue Devils coming really close here. Blue Hens.
Right there, Derek Williams came up big with that save. As that puck bounced around. That puck was sitting 2 feet from the goal. So we're going to look at it again.
Yeah.
There's the initial shot, goes wide. It's going to be picked up there by Ustaski.
Backhanded by Freeman.
Initially thought that Williams had it. Williams doesn't see it.
Yeah, that puck was hanging out there.
And it's going to be Lizaldi who sees it first, and he's going to poke it away before Delaware gets a clean opportunity.
Dangerous times down there in the Seawolves zone tonight. Face off to the right of to Wilms, I should say. And battling is Brewster. We'll go to Barry. Barry behind it, trying to get it back behind the net, but unable to get it there. hit by Freeman on a little dangerous hit. Going to the net. Wilms will dive on it. They got to get a change here. There's a little bit of miscommunication going on with the Seawolves and their D there right now, and they need to get a change in there.
Yeah, because now tempers are really starting to flare. You need to get a fresh line out there that aren't going to go out and try and kill each other. It's Brewster going after Zingarelli.
Redgate's a little skating around without a helmet on. He's, he's kind of dangerous out there.
And you also have Zingarelli going after Lizaldi at one point, too. But things started to unravel here for both teams.
Yeah. Just defensive zone coverage right now has been a little laxed. We got a call going on right now.
Yeah, Zingarelli's going off.
We're going to have two guys that are going to go off. There's a Seawolf that's got to go off, too. It's going to be Brewster. So we'll have a little 4-on-4 hockey.
And that's what's going to happen when you start something. Both guys are going off when it comes down to it.
Yeah. And we'll get the call.
Double minors for roughing.
Rufford?
Yeah.
Put him up. Put him up. Put him up. Put him
Yeah,
up
put
on the
him
board.
Put him up.
All right, we're going to have a double minor, so it'll be 4-on-4. We got 8:54 left to go in the third period right now, and Delaware's bringing a game that the Seawolves need to figure out because they're getting closer and closer. 4 minutes. I think the scorekeeper got it wrong.
So that's what he put up. It's a ref, so double minor means 4 minutes.
No, I think he means 2 minutes each, not 4. Yeah, it's 2 minutes each. I don't think it's 4 minutes each.
I think they're getting the clarification there now.
Right. The referee did call double minors, but I believe it's going to be 2 minutes.
Everybody in the stream check could agree. He said double minor.
It looks like they are going to fix it.
Yeah. And they're just going to go with 2 minutes, not on the board. All right. Face off. 4-on-4. They really should have the time on the clock. But it's 5-on-5. But here's a chance. And the shot was wide. Wow. Stony Brook has had so many turnovers in this game. It's amazing how Delaware has not capitalized. This is Kotkamp now breaking to the net. Unable to get a shot off.
Stony Brook playing with fire a little bit by giving up some
Zucker coming down a right wing. Watched by Kotkamp. Zucker's rammed to the boards by Gilbert. And this is Joseph hoisting the puck out through the neutral zone. Knocked down by Brancacchio as he's also nailed by Satola. Kotkamp through the neutral zone, couldn't control the pass. Joseph controls that pass. Thank God Zucker was right on him.
We've seen that a lot today from both teams where...
Oh, there's a trip there, but no call. Oh, they did get it. And now Delaware will go down a man as Chris Joseph was tripped. His coach Romanella does not like the call.
He is not happy about that one. That one was a clear trip. I mean, you could see that one.
Face off inside the Delaware zone.
So right here, power play opportunity for the Seawolves. 7:55 to go here in the third. This is going to be one of the biggest moments of the game for the Seawolves. Getting a goal here is going to just deflate Delaware.
Face off to the left of Troiano and fired all the way down the Seawolves zone. Wilms will hold it up for Gilbert. As Gilbert's watched by Freeman. Up the wall to Coppola. Here comes Lopes. Lopes is in. He fires a low shot. Rebound loose. Picked up by Barbera. And now he loses it. Trying to get it up the wall and all the way down as Barbera's stick gets caught in the corner. And the referee's going to have a heck of a time trying to get that stick out. That's a dangerous play. You need to blow the whistle.
I say he needs to blow the whistle. He needs to get that stick out of there.
That stick's got to get out of there. Otherwise, someone runs it. Oh, he got it out.
Got it out. That's an accident waiting to happen.
Delaware, good job here on the penalty kill so far. Stony Brook coming in. Bokichio with the puck. Cross-ice pass over to Kotkamp. Kotkamp looking for his options. He's got Gilbert. Gilbert down low. And what Gilbert's on the power play, I guess because Joseph is down. He's not on the power play. Not yet.
Joseph's on the other unit, I believe, tonight.
They change up now.
But there's Chris Joseph. He's hanging out by the
Oh, that
blue
puck is just not, right now, Stony Brook's not getting those bounces. In the neutral zone's Chris Joseph now with the puck, trying to get a shot. And he's held up by Guerrero. Could not get his stick free all the way down. Good job by Delaware on this power play by the Seawolves, as the Seawolves cannot get anything going right now.
They haven't gotten any kind of shot since the very beginning of the power play.
Joseph, big hit on the wall, trying to keep that puck in. And able to get it deeper now. Picked up by Guerrero. Guerrero, nice move to get around his man all the way down. Seawolves not even a shot on goal here. Delaware really, really playing well. And there's a lot of time in this game right now. And here comes an opportunity. Short-handed. Now we're all even up. Gaza Fury trying to control the puck. Underhill trying to get it out. As the intensity level has picked up here somewhat. Satola to Kotkamp. Kotkamp skates around one man, trying to move his stick around. They can't do it. Delaware's doing a good job with their sticks.
It's impossible to move the puck when you have 4 blue hens converging on you.
That's why you need to move the puck. Joseph has it, throws it down the wall. Good play here to keep the puck deep. Takes some more time off the clock. If you're not going to put any pucks in the net, least you got to do is keep the puck deep. That puck squirts out now. And
Joseph able to get back to the
Fury's back with his man, trying to make a play. Loose puck. Oh, Joseph wasn't able to fan on it, and Wilms made the save. Now Bowser Fury fans on it, but his player broke a stick.
Yeah, Wilms had to make that head save off of Bowser Fury.
Gervaisi in. Gervaisi shoots. Loose puck. And Gervaisi came in hard on that play and bowled over Troiano. And Troiano is down right now. We'll make sure he's okay.
We're going to take a look at a couple of replays here.
We'll watch this play here. Yeah, this is the play on Kotkamp.
Truly fantastic stick play by the Blue Hens there with 4 guys around Kotkamp. Kotkamp is...
And now this is the Gervaisi break it to the net. He doesn't check. He checks the Delaware player, and the Delaware player falls into Troiano. Troiano's up. He's okay.
Gervaisi went for the shot, and kind of getting caught in the crossfire was the Delaware defenseman.
All right, face off to the right of Troiano. We're down to the last 4:48. Modio working down low with Braun. Shot just missed. Fired wide.
Gervaisi didn't get enough of that puck. He had every opportunity there because he was right in the slot with nobody in front of him.
And we have a penalty being called. It might be on Stony Brook.
Things are continuing to get heated out there.
Looks like it's going to be Mike Modio might be going for 2 for slashing. I'm not sure. But there is going to be a penalty called here. 2 minutes for holding. Now the Seawolves are going to have to defend. Try to kill off this 2-minute power play. Delaware did such a great job. And someone's called a timeout, yeah. Delaware called a timeout, I believe. So
this is a good timeout for them because they can formulate a strategy on the power play. With 4.5 minutes to go in the third period, they still have a chance to bring this game back even.
Yeah, it's still a lot of time. The power play right now will build some momentum for Delaware, and they've already had a lot of the momentum going in this period.
Yeah,
so
it's been a lot of back and forth, but Delaware seems to have the edge in this period. And a lot of that's due to Stony Brook turnovers, which we've seen a lot of in this period and in this game.
Yeah. Seawolves will go with Barbera, Lopes, Miano, and Sherding to start the kill. And Delaware will come with that with Ustaski, DeAngelis, and 32 is Zigarelli, who has one of the goals. And fire all the way down by Barbera. Good job by Barbera to get that puck out. All the way around the wall. Lopes chasing it down. This is Braun. And skiing down right wing. Watched by Miano. Sherding back to get it. Sherding trying to move it out. Seawolves have to play desperate here to get this puck out of the zone. Fires! Look, save.
Big save there by Wilms, getting that glove on it. Well, like you said, Andy, they need to get the puck out of the zone, and they need to keep it out of the zone.
Yeah.
Kill as much time as they can off this penalty kill by getting it all the way down the ice.
Watch the battle in front of the net with Ustaski and Miano in front of Wilms. Right now, the Seawolves have to play desperate to get the puck out. They have to be desperate. Can't be lackadaisical and give Delaware time to set up.
But they don't want to play too desperate where they overcommit to something and give up an open shot.
Right now, right now they've got to get pucks out. I mean, right now, Lizaldi needs to get that puck out. You got to find a way to do it. You can't.
That's going to be a matter of puck control.
Can't be slow in getting it out.
That's what's going to do it right there.
There's a good opportunity to get it all the way out. Toriano makes a save, but he hoists it right back to the neutral zone. But good job by Capola, picking it off on the change. Play a little four corners here. Joseph will fire it in. And take some more time off the clock, down to 50 seconds to go in the man advantage. Good job on the forecheck here by Lizaldi. Slowing them down. Picked up by Kelowna. Now offsides on the play. Delaware will make changes. Faceoff will be outside the Stony Brook zone. Down to 3:06 left to go in the third period. Glad you could join us tonight. And we'll be back here tomorrow at 3:30 to do it all over again. Joseph tries to get it out. Stopped at the boards, stopped at the point, I should say. And back behind the net. This is Redgate. Joseph all over him. Up to Capola. Capola trying to get it out. Could not get it out. Down to the last 20. Back to the point to Brancaccio. Shot. Saved by Wilms, and will hold it. 11 seconds left in the power play. Brancaccio sending that shot down, trying to get a deflection. And it just rolled to Wilms, and Wilms made the save.
Yeah, Wilms coming up huge, making almost 30 saves in this game. And with the shot total being as high as it is, both goalies have had to step up, and Wilms has really been up to the task tonight.
Face-off, won by Stony Brook, picked up by Miano, and fires to the neutral zone. Down to the last 3 seconds. All even up. And right now, Delaware's goalie's to the bench. And this is Kotkamp with the puck, trying to make a play. Satola could have just took the shot. They're taking a big gamble here, pulling the goalie, but, you know, they're down by 2 goals. They got to do something.
In the last 2 minutes, down by 2, you got to do it. You need to have that extra man out there.
Saved by Wilms, as that was labeled top corner on the short side. Good save by Wilms.
And this is those situations. If Stony Brook has the puck, just fire at the open net, because that's going to be the put away goal.
2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the third. Face off to the left of Wilms. Blue Hens have pulled their goalie and have 6 attackers on the ice. All the way out now into the neutral zone. Past Braun. He'll have to go back and get it. Wilms controls the puck. Fires it around to Balzafury. Balzafury tries to backhand it out. Did not get out. Puck is still loose there. Back behind the net, out in front, saved by Wilms. He doesn't know where it is. Underhill
A lot of
Puts it
people
around
didn't know
the
where that
wall.
puck was.
Shirting picks it up. He's got a man. He's got Satola wide open, who's scoring to the empty net and giving the Stony Brook Seawolves a 5-2 lead. A great pass by Shirting, finding Satola all alone and giving the Seawolves that 3-goal lead and cinching this game, which was not an easy game. We didn't think it would be.
No, this game has been back and forth, a lot of good action. And those are the games you want to see. You don't want to see Stony Brook getting complacent by thinking that it's a game they should win. They have to go out there and prove it, and they did tonight.
Down to the last 1:14 left to go. 1:19. And controlled by Delaware.
And Shirting continuing his excellent game, getting an assist on that goal. So he's got a goal and an assist, plus some excellent defensive play.
All right, under a minute to go now. Chris Joseph. Let's head over to Lopes, over to Gilbert, up the wall to Barbera. And Kikio, and his pass off his stick. Puck is hoisted and pushed back in. This will be a hand pass, but Stony Brook will touch it.
And down to the last 30 seconds here.
Puck is hoisted into the rafters. Actually went through the rafters to the other side.
It's not something you see very often
Found
here.
an opening.
That had to. There's only one way that could have happened, and it just happened perfectly, where it found that one little crease in between the bottom of the ceiling and the top of the rafter, and squirted through.
All right, face off to the left of Triano. Gervasi on the draw. As Stony Brook's out there with their fourth line to finish the game up. And puck back into the Seawolves zone, back behind the net, out in front. A lot of men. Oh, what a save by Wilms. Put his body in front of it again. 8 seconds left to go. Loose puck. And, Stony Brook, tends to take the pedal off, but Delaware's not taking their pedal off. They've had a couple of opportunities here very, very late in the game.
They're fighting to the bitter end, and you got to respect that about a team. Even if they're down 3 goals in the last 15 seconds, that they're still fighting.
All right, face off to the left of Wilms. Back behind the net, and that'll do it. All right, that's the final, folks. Stony Brook Seawolves win this one by a count of 5-2. Shots on goal through the game, 41 for the Seawolves and 33 for Delaware. These teams will come back tomorrow and do it again at 3:30. That'll be the start of the game. We'll probably have our kickoff about 3:10 or so tomorrow. And the teams will just handshake at the center ice line and come back and do it all again tomorrow. A good crowd down here tonight, Andy.
Yeah, it was.
We probably will have another good crowd down here tomorrow as well, as it's playoff football Sunday, but there's a lot of hockey fans in the area. Love to come down and watch the Seagulls play.
And when your team is good, people show up.
Yep. All right, so we're going to thank everyone again for tuning in tonight. We're going to say goodnight on behalf of Trevor Mignani and Andy Seekoff, the cameramen who helped us. I'm Andy Mignani. Thanks for watching Seawolves Hockey Live. We'll see you tomorrow.